everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Bridgewater's Redskins going up against Rodgers' Texans.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Houston Texans. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 45 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 180.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. action here on first down. And the hookup here with Jalen Strong complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Rodgers going to throw. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On play action, it's Rodgers. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Red zone opportunity. A first down carry now for Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Again, it's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They'll run with Thompson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield is success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, a run with Thompson. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's a carry now for Daniel Lasco. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep for the Texans is Tyler Ervin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads DeAndre Hopkins. He's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
No back out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw now on first down. A swing pass caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Now it's Miller. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Forced out to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They run it here with Thompson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll run with Miller. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have broken the tie. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Dancing to his left. Past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now out comes Houston. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. A third down. He tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep over the... They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. To throw, it's Rodgers. Fuller brings it in over the middle. He got 29 yards that time. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On second down, here's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the dreaded third and long here for the offense. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
319!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Tim carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Now, rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
And Novak's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 6.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And now out comes Houston.
You're reaching 26.
On first down, Rodgers going deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Easy.
Throwing now is Rodgers. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
26.
They'll toss it to Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Hurry up. 319. Over.
Here's Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. This from 36 yards out. And Novak's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So it's his third field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg because this last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, Brandon, but now you've got to tell your defense, hey, we need a stop here so we can let this momentum carry us through to the next drive.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
First down, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Mercilus from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Gets it to Strong. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And now out comes Houston. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now check, Patriot.
On play action, they'll throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Covington in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Thompson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Easy. 26.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Now it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Quick, alert three.
Now Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And now, is it fourth down? No, it's third down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Novak's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so now then, the field goal puts you back within one score, but I'd be surprised if this is not an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, you still got the 2 timeouts, but I think you're right. I think you roll the dice right here.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him an even gain of 10, but now it's fourth down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 7. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Texans take possession. And the Texans set to come onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. He'll look to throw. He's got the completion to Strong. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Houston 1st down. And I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Redskins, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.